Well, hello and welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. Today what we're going to be looking at is, we're going to be revisiting the Epson SL-D1000 and we're going to be looking at the duplex unit. Now the duplex unit comes as an added extra, or you can buy it with the printer. And that is the difference between the D1000 and the D1000A. The A has the duplex unit already in the box for you. However, you do still have to fit it on both of these printers. Now, before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button in the bottom right. And also, don't forget to sign up to our newsletter to keep up to date with all the news from us here at Fotospeed. And also, don't forget to download the Fotospeed Art of Printing, which is the free ebook from us here at Fotospeed. Now, that's all the housekeeping out of the way. So let's dive in and have a look at the duplex unit on the D1000. Okay, so the duplex unit sits underneath the D1000. So I put it on here and fitted it. Basically, you lift the printer up and you pop it down on top of it, and you do have to fit a little bit of an extra kind of fitting on the back. And also you do have to just install the rollers as well. Now the rollers come as separate pieces. You've got one for photo, which is grey, and one for card that is blue. And you just very simply just click these into the back, and these depend on the type of papers you're using. So photo is really for any luster gloss type of papers, up to about 220 gram, Epson do say. However, I did manage to get some more feeding through the top feeder, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But these feeders and these extra kind of, these two settings are designed for the bulk feeder at the bottom. Because with the duplex unit, you don't just get the ability to print on double-sided and do that automatically. You also get the option of a bulk feeder as well, which sits at the bottom here. So you can load your paper. You're not limited by actually being double-sided. You can put single-sided sheets in here and print it through absolutely fine. And I have had a play with it, and I've started printing off some greetings cards on it and printing both sides. So picture on the front and just happy birthday in the middle. What I did find though is it did struggle a little bit with our pre-scored cards. So my tip is, with this feeder, if you are printing greetings cards, is to print them as plain sheets, unscored, and then score them after. The reason being, I'm not too sure why, but it kept coming up with a paper jam and a feed error. Now the only thing I can think of is, as they were pre-scored, the little the sensor in there was just detecting an issue and stopping the paper feeding. So it could have said, oh, that's the edge of the paper, because it might be a bit of in shadow or something. So that was the only reason kind of I could think of. However, unscored, I did put through our new Art Smooth Duo paper, which is 210 gram, beautiful double-sided paper, guaranteed grain direction on the short grain, and it went through absolutely perfectly. I just loaded it up, printed off a whole stack of these cards without any problem at all. So really, really nice, just for if you are printing greetings cards, worth having a consideration, but just remember you may need to invest in a scorer to score your cards after, once they are printed. The other thing is, it could be really great for books as well. So if you were making A5 books and you needed to make some signatures at A5, then this would do it really, really nicely. I'm going to show you very quickly kind of a few settings of what we need to do to set it as kind of to print double-sided when I jump into the computer and have a look. But worked really, really well, could produce really nice books, be it for kind of link stitch or perfect bound, seemed to do quite a good job. Now, I have said that this feeder, I mean, it works better with the lower grammage papers. Up to about 210 is your maximum. After that, it will just produce a feed error over and over. However, saying that, I did print double-sided through the manual feed at the top. Now the only downside to this, I mean, I put through paper up to about 300 gram. I put through some smooth cotton and platinum matte and all these papers that are around that 280, 300 gram mark. Worked perfectly. Platinum etching went through here, as you probably saw in the video the other day, went through perfectly without any problem at all. The only trouble with it is you can only put one sheet in at a time, and you are feeding it constantly. So if you are printing a pack of, say, 100 cards, it will take a while to feed through. But works really well, and it really does the job. And it is quite clever in the way it does it. It's not the quickest duplex printer in the world, I have to say. Kind of prints it on one pass, comes out, and then goes back in, switches it all around, and then comes back out again. So it probably takes about 30 seconds a print, really, realistically, probably 20, 30 seconds a print. So probably not the fastest. However, the image quality, I'm still absolutely blown away by this printer. The colours, just the punch and the colours coming out of this printer are fantastic. They look really, really nice. So enough of me talking about what the duplex unit can do. Let's see it in action, and I'm going to show you how I printed this card here and the settings I just needed to click and just be aware of when I was creating this card. So let's dive into the computer and have a look. Okay, so here I am in Photoshop, and I'm going to show you how to set up an A5 card. Please, if you know how to do this or you're quite happy with doing this, as probably a few of you will be, and if you are happy doing this, as a few of you will be, please feel free to skip forward. I've put chapters down so we can go actually how we go about actually trying to print this. But very basically, I'm just going to do a very quick birthday card. So I've got an image, which is going to be my front image on here. Then what I'm going to do is just go into new document, and I'm going to create an A4 sheet because we're doing an A5 card. So we're going to fold an A4 to A5. And then I'm just going to click create. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in a guide from the left-hand side, just so it comes right down the middle there. Then I'm going to find my frame tool, which is just underneath crop. So I'm just going to create a frame on the right-hand side there. And very simply, I'm just going to get my move tool, drag my picture up to my new document and drop it onto the document. Now you'll notice it hasn't gone into the frame. So I'm just going to go into my layers tab and then just bring it down, highlight the frame and drop it in there. And now you'll see that as I move it around, it's all nicely masked for me. So depending on how big I want this, I want the hand in, I want the fingers. So just going to bring it in a bit. Sorry, I'm just going to go back. It just wasn't scaling correctly. There we go. Let me just give it a little bit of space there. There we go. So that is my front page. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to duplicate this under the image duplicate, just create a new document with it and just turn off that layer. So I'm very simply just going to drag in a text layer now and just tap in happy birthday. There we go. And then just make that in the middle, just about there. Perfect. And now we have we've got our front cover and inside. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go File, Automate, PDF Presentation. I'm just going to open those files. I'm just going to take out the actual picture. I don't need that. I'm just going to click Save, and I'm going to call this birthday card. So we'll just know which one it is. Birthday card, there we go. I'm just going to click Save, and then Save again in there. And now it's created the PDF for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this in Acrobat, and then I'll be able to take you through how we actually go about printing this. Okay, so here we are in Acrobat. I've just opened this PDF up, and we've got our front page and our inside page there. So what I need to do is I'm just going to click on the print icon, and then we get some options coming up. First thing I need to do is just make sure the file size is on, the page handling and size is on size. Next thing I need to do, I need to tell the printer where to find the paper. Now I'm going to be using the manual feed, so I'm just going to select the D1000 here, and then A4, and then I just want to tell it on borderless because I want it edge to edge and it's in the manual feed. And I'm just going to click OK. Now our preview changes. Then I'm going to click on printer. And in here, I'm just going to go down to my print settings. And I'm going to be using the Art Smooth Duo. So I'm just going to tell it it's a photo paper matte and high quality. Now the next thing I need to do is just go down to two-sided printing settings. And then two-sided printing. And then I'm just going to go short edge binding because we're on the short edge. Then just click print. And then what I'm going to do, just click print. And then this card will start to come out. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so here's the card. I've got the birthday card on the front, and then I've also got the letters in front. Now, the video I've just shown you of the actual printing is in real time. I haven't sped it up or slow it down or anything, so it gives you an idea of the actual speed that this printer can actually print at. The only thing left to do is I'm not going to score this picture because I haven't got a scorer to hand, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to very crudely, so please forgive me, just pop a crease down the middle. And then of course we've got our card there, and it's done a really, really nice job. So that is really quite a simple kind of walkthrough about how to actually kind of use the duplex unit. And also hopefully with the videos and things I've shown you while I've been talking, actually how to install it as well, because it's quite simple, to be honest. Like I said, the instructions are pretty good, and it does what it says on the tin. It does a really good job. Like I said, the feeder, probably stick to under 200 grams, kind of with the different papers and things in there, but you can always put thicker sheets through on the top feeder here. So as a bit of an introduction to the duplex unit, I hope that's been okay. So also don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button. Also don't forget to sign up to the Fotospeed newsletter as well to get all the latest news on everything happening here at Fotospeed, and also for exclusive discounts as well. And also don't forget to download the Fotospeed Art of Printing, the free ebook from us here at Fotospeed. Also, we have new videos coming out every Thursday on the Fotospeed YouTube channel, so click that bell icon as well to get those notifications of when I release new videos on the channel. And on that note, I will see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.